Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Thea George and I'm here with Gerry Gibney from OpenText. We're at Sibos 2017 in Toronto and we're talking about artificial intelligence. Gerry, thank you for joining me.
Thea, thank you very much for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here today at Finextra and have the chance to chat with you personally.
Thank you. So there's a huge amount of discussion here again, as last year, about artificial intelligence, really hot topic now. Can you tell me what you see as the key value of AI in financial services?
Well, I think, Thea, that it's a great topic because AI is very timely. And what's so important about AI right now in financial services, especially given the influence of Sibos, is where the impacts can be in the payments business. Because the payments business is somewhat efficient, but for the most part of it, that last mile, or last kilometer, if you will, is still rather manual. And including things like routings and investigations, all of the kinds of problems that need to be solved and addressed by human intervention can all be addressed via AI and its capabilities to do natural processing, learning, machine learning, et cetera. So it can bring a lot of value to banks to help them reduce cost, reduce the intervention of people, make themselves much more efficient in terms of how they do payments, and overall increase customer satisfaction and do a lot of things that they currently don't do much better in a way that can really enhance their overall operation.
So what are the other business problems in banking that AI can solve?
Well, the banks can leverage AI besides payments in other ways as well. There are all sorts of things whereby people are heavily involved in things, whether it's on the client onboarding piece, where they're taking things and learning more about what customers can do, looking for ways to track customer sentiment, how to measure what people are doing, what they're saying, how to understand customers. And really, Thea, if I had to boil it down to one particular issue, it would be customer centricity. Because with AI and its ability to learn and its ability to do other things well, you can identify areas that customers should be involved in. For example, cross-selling and upselling. Who should buy which product? How should it be done? Also, time to market, but not necessarily time to market with a new product, but time to a new market where you can actually use AI to build upon the successes that a bank has had in one market and translate that into another market. So a tremendous amount can be done with time to market, customer centricity, the ability to enhance what you do involved in the payments business, make it much more efficient, et cetera. Then there are the traditional ones that people are speaking about so much, like the robo-advisor class. Will that be great? Of course. It'll change things for some people, but in certain banks which have what I like to demonstrate by hand, a high touch versus a low touch, the high touch isn't going to go away. But you'll have the ability to have people interact more, whether it's with chatbots for learning, whether it's with people directly on the high touch. AI will enhance the information that they get, how they get it, how they consume it, and ultimately how the bank can profit from that.
So given the size of the prize that you've outlined, what are the barriers? What's holding banks back from truly leveraging AI?
Well, some of the barriers there are typical in what you'd actually expect in a large bank. And they include information that's contained in silos, different systems, different types of hardware, different types of software, et cetera, that may or may not be updated and readily accessible to a large part of the bank. Yet, key information is located in them. Another barrier that banks have beyond just the siloed information is a simple fact that some parts of the bank are more cooperative, shall we say, than others, and may not want other parts of the bank to be actually utilizing their information or changing it in any way, shape, or form. So the typical barriers are the ones that you'd find for anything, whether it's artificial intelligence or whether it's for putting in a new general ledger. It really doesn't vary in some ways because the typical barrier is going to be the normal thing, why change now, all that sort of thing. Are we getting enough out of it? Who's going to organize it? Who's going to get credit for it? Who will control it in the future, and how will it be used, and ultimately, how will it help me? And those are the barriers that I see as the biggest ones in banks, because they're not going to change. No matter how great your solution is, you still have those kinds of problems to deal with, and those are the barriers.
Gerry, this has been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.